Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I wanted to start off by saying thank you for subscribing to my channel and liking my videos, because I do appreciate that you do hit the like button when you receive value from whatever content there may be, and that is very enthusiastic to me, because what I would really like to do is just be able to plant seeds so that others know that their capability and reach, is limitless, that we as individuals, that we as collectives have a lot of value that we can offer, but only when we're ready to walk that journey. And I did want to say thank you for being brave enough, for being courageous enough, for making choices that lead you to positivity, love, and light, because they are difficult sometimes when, other energies want to fight you and stuff. But holding yourself strong in your stride and positive in your thought and loving in your heart always gives you the best visions from your third eye, from your imagination, with the most awesome sensations that are bouncing around your energy field, tingling you, tickling, if you will, you know, making that smile appear so easy and effortless, because those are the things that I value. Those are the qualities that I choose to embrace. And I am very happy when I see others with such courage, strength, or might. And not, in a bad, negative kind of way, because there is no domination, domineering, or, anything of that nature when you deal with me, because what you get is truth and honesty. You get a loving, tender, warm heart with a sympathetic, empathetic, compassionate, tender touch. So thank you for subscribing and liking if you found value in anything that I've said. It really does bring joy to me. And I wanted to also let you know that you shouldn't try not to be dazzled by the sparkles, if you will, that the internet offers, where you can manipulate video or pictures, and you can say that you're enhancing them. You can say that you're making them more eye-catching. You can say that you're using, an algorithm to pick your words, or to pick your travels, or, you're setting up avatars. I didn't even know what the hell an avatar was. I had to look that up. And it turns out that it's a computer-generated cartoon image, pretty much, of what you want, or how you think or like you could build whatever it is that you're looking to put out there and consider it real. And it's not. It's a fabrication. Maybe there is some underlying truth to where it started, but then it becomes more of a sensation to catch your attention, or something that might look, super shiny, but really doesn't have much depth or value, or even clear intention. Like it hops from one side to the other, like a ping pong almost, where it's saying negative things or doing negative things, but then offering a positive, ending, which I guess could be considered life. But you really do need to take the understanding of actually living life, and not letting a computer generated, image, portray life you would like to live, you get way more benefit out of the real world than you do a virtual or a 3D, animated reality, computer generated, whatever. And I've always known that my brain, my wavelengths, how I perceive and hold myself, the courageous boldness, um, creative, like my creativity, my intuition, my ability to form out of nothing, right? Something. And I've always been able to do that. And it's always been authentic to me. Like, I didn't ever need to hide behind a computer or a telephone or some type of animated, automatic, fill in the blanks, whatever, like the computer offers you sometimes. Like, on my phone, if I'm typing a message to someone, it'll give me a suggestion. I was like, well, I don't want your suggestion because I can think for myself, right? And I rather come up with my own thought than have something or someone's provide to me the thought that they want me or they think that I should, or that I might pick, right? I turned that feature off. I found out I could turn a lot of features off, and I turned them all off. And, every once in a while, I get an email from someone telling me that my content is awesome and that my messages are spot on and heartfelt and, an definite asset and tool. But there's things that I could tweak and I could change. And I read further only to find out that they're offering a computer generated AI version of what the computer thinks that I'm going to say or do, depending upon how I want to program it. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe in giving up even one part of my abilities to an outside source at all. And don't get me wrong, the internet is a wonderful tool, and I am very happy that it has evolved as far as it has, because it can give, with the right input, with positive forward motion, as the intent, right? Looking to show you maybe what past civilizations, with the information that they have provided, right? World knowledge, input into, right? To provide to you a simulation of what, used to be, so that it can be maybe a visual, easier learning tool for you. But I don't believe that exploding screens or pictures that are supposed to draw your attention, like, on one level but not on the right level. I don't believe in that. I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know how you guys roll, or where you get, your inspiration, direction, or even where you allow who or what, rather, that you allow provide to you your voice. See, I've always known that my voice is mine and that there's only one, and that I wouldn't want to manipulate it. I wouldn't want to distort it. I wouldn't want to inadvertently give the wrong message, because I am always thinking and moving and rolling, adapting with every word, right? With every sense, with every sensation, with every feeling. The computer doesn't have that ability to do that. And I'm kind of glad for that, honestly, because it allows you the ability to really truly trust your intuition, your inner guidance, to be able to use your discernment to decide, like, is this real? Is this true? Or is this a generated thing that someone programmed or initiated into an AI feature that is inadvertently, maybe intentionally, who knows, laying out not your path, but someone else's path that thinks that you should walk in a certain manner. And I think, I think that these AI things, right, the absolute rush to need, to desire, to, initiate shortcuts or deception, is like the Matrix trying to confuse, people with exploding pictures and stars and things that, twinkle and dazzle and, seem to have structure. But when you look at it closely, it's trying to pull you in, trying to limit your footsteps, trying to maybe dissuade your path by bending you to where you were never supposed, so in my opinion, you really should rely on your intuition and thank your spirit team for providing to you signs and symbols and synchronicities that tell you that you should be the most authentic side of you, because that's where you're going to gain the most value and the most growth, because all the work will be yours, and all the work will be from your brain, from your energy, from your discernment through sensations and feelings, and your inner knowing will tell you right off the bat. And if something sounds way too good to be true, it usually always is. Because something way too good to be true, right? Something that may dazzle, catch, or maybe even present, a misillusion, they typically fade away. And I'm not looking to have my messages, fade away. I would like my messages to be divinely kept and honestly felt and resonatingly, not absorbed, but that the energy that I send to you, the energy that you sense, the energy that you receive is of a positive, high vibrational, loving, warm place. And it's for your evolution, and that it's for you to remember that even when technology continues to advance, which is always a good thing because it brings knowledge closer, it brought me to you, right? I didn't have this ability before. But what I can do is control the output. I can control your input. And I don't mean to be suffocating or concealing. I mean to show you the real me without any tricks or, I don't know, exploding pictures. If you can tell, I don't have lighting. I could see me. It may not be so clear, but you know what? You really shouldn't be focused on me. You should be focused on what the divine wants you to know. So maybe that works out in my benefit, because I'm not looking to create a following of like-minded individuals that understand that self-growth and understanding and being themselves and being happy and joyful, to be like accepting all of you, of like even the parts that like, and finding the value and then bringing that forward and using those as tools. That's authentic. That's being authentic to you. That's honoring your inner growth. And that's not being afraid to show it. And that's wanting to be involved in a community of like-minded, high vibrational individuals that together make a very strong piece of community fabric, right? We're all a community, we're all interconnected. But as we grow closer and pull the net tighter, then you'll see that what we're making, what we're becoming, is the sail that the wind will carry in a very authentic way. And we all have a piece that needs to be applied to the vision of forward motion. And the best way that I know how to explain that is to allow the wind to carry you and your energy to the greatest potential that you yourself can offer, just by being you and by realizing all the value that you have without needing to add, I don't know, sugar, cream, right? Cherries. That you are the cherry, the whipped cream, the topping. You are everything. And when you realize that you don't need to look outside of yourself in order to gain, validation or a following, then you've become a very strong messenger of practicing positivity by walking, honoring, and living the best life that you can, while offering everything to everyone by you providing your movement within the wind, right? Because when we all start walking, that creates more movement. Even outreaching a hand, right? Blowing a kiss, giving a hug, right? Whatever you choose to do and however you choose to be authentic to you, I applaud you and encourage you, because your reach is literally endless when you allow the positive love and light to be the wind and you the sail. So, may the wind always grace you with love and light, and may you embrace everything that's yet to come, positive and loving, and of course peaceful and joyful, because we need to have fun. I always have fun in everything that I do because it's my choice. I love to have fun. That's so much better of a place for me to be. Join me, and thank you again for liking the video if you found any type of benefit, if you've even watched this far. Blessed be my courageous brother or sister in interconnectivity. Go in peace.